Hello and welcome. My name is Fauna Blanco, and together with my colleague Jasmine Velasco, we work under the Equity, Access, and Instructional Services Department. And with you in mind, our families, we bring to you our second virtual coffee chat session titled Managing Uncertainty, Embracing a For Now Normal Recipe to Foster Connectedness with Our Children. We appreciate you taking the time to be here today. We hope that you were able to participate in the first chat and provide us with your feedback. As we all are experiencing, our current situation almost guarantees that we will experience tension or conflict of some kind in our homes. The best way we will get through this is to remember that we're all doing the best we can under very unusual circumstances, and to try to give our families and ourselves a little bit of grace and understanding. Hang in there. That being said, the purpose of a virtual family engagement coffee chat series is to support our families in their role as a child's first teacher. Our goal is to be able to release a new chat every 2 weeks. So if you have any topic that you would like to see presented, please provide your input by taking the survey at the end of the presentation. Looking forward to the new school year, if we are still unable to provide face-to-face workshops, we will look into presenting these coffee chat series live through Zoom or another similar platform so that participants can join in on the conversation. And for those of you who are unable to attend, we will record the session and post them on our Parent University page found on the Linwood Unified School District website. So when you're ready to watch it, it's readily available. Now for this session, we'd like to encourage you to participate in reflecting and answering some questions. So please go ahead and pause the video and grab a pen or a pencil and something to write on, like a sheet of paper or a journal. A way to build a sense of community, even if it's virtually, is by doing an activity together. Laughter is a great form of stress relief. These bursts of laughter won't fix the problem that is making you upset, but they can help boost your mood enough to positively affect your decision-making skills. Because of this, it can be important to implement laughter during times of stress or tension. Today, we are going to watch some clips from America's Funniest Home Videos. It'll be hard not to laugh.
This is what they're going to see when they open the door. Oh, look at that. That's scary. This is you.
I'm sexy and I know it.
A little laughter is good for you. We sure needed that. Now let's get started. Today's goal is to explore ways families can foster connectedness over a meal as a family. We invite you to read this quote: "A family that eats together stays together." Eating together as a family gives one the opportunity to have a meaningful conversation over breakfast, lunch, dinner, or any time. If over a meal is not possible, it can be during a walk or over folding laundry. Engaging in an activity together not only does the simple act of sharing ideas and listening to one another, but builds social skills and family connectedness. Through our family dinner or anytime conversations, we can help to build stronger, safer, and more dynamic communities, one meal or activity at a time. Please go ahead and take a moment to reflect on this quote and jot down any thoughts that come to mind. We want you to keep this quote in the forefront of your mind as it ties in with what will be discussed in this session. Today, we will explore ways to foster dialogue and connectedness by engaging in conversations over a meal or an activity as a family. We will look at ways to figure out how to help everyone get along during this uniquely stressful time, recommended by Dr. Ann Fischel, a clinical psychologist, teacher, and family therapist. After 2 months of strict social distancing, everyone is feeling the strain of forced togetherness. Unfortunately, we're not likely to get back to normal routines anytime soon. It's essential that we figure out how to help everyone get along during this uniquely stressful time. So today we will explore how we can encourage connectedness over a meal by incorporating food, fun, conversation, music, and commitment. Step 1. Gather all the food. Food is the thing that brings everyone to the table. It doesn't have to be fancy. The best family meals are the ones that help everyone feel welcome and connected to one another, regardless of what's on the menu. And it doesn't have to be only at dinner time. Make it work for your family. If a parent works the night shift or you are a single parent, choose a day or time that best works for you. I'm sure that by now you have probably cooked more meals than you can possibly think of. But the goal is to create moments to help connect, maybe by sharing the memories that you associate to a certain meal. This would be a good time to share those memories or start new traditions with our kids. Go ahead, find the old family recipe or try a new recipe together. Cooking together will help develop a happy, adventurous eater with some pretty valuable life skills and plenty of happy memories in the kitchen that will help your child in so many positive ways. Also, let's not forget, this would be a good time to set some table rules that will help everyone stay engaged, such as no technology at the table. Set rules that best meets the needs in your family. Please take a moment to reflect on these 2 questions. Is there an old family recipe that your family can prepare together? What memories does that meal bring that you can share with your family? You may pause the video to reflect and write your thoughts down. Step 2. Add a spoonful of fun. Now, I'm sure, like most families during this time, we as adults and children are spending all day negotiating shared spaces or technology equipment to complete our remote work, schoolwork, music, or dance practice, and other needs. By the time we sit down to dinner, our coping skills are spent. And even we, the adults, aren't doing much better than the kids. Even families who were handling the shutdown with a positive, upbeat attitude are starting to find their patience wearing thin. So, bringing some fun or joy to a meal is much needed to connect as a family unit. One way we can do that is by incorporating some table games or storytelling as we break bread together. Remember to keep this time light by trying to limit serious conversations, sibling rivalry, or adult conflict to the table. Here's a question for you to reflect on. How can you encourage a positive gathering at the table among your family? Please take a moment to gather your thoughts. One simple game we'd like to share is called Rose and Thorn, where each family member is asked to share the best or the most special part of their day, which is the rose, and the most difficult part of their day, the thorn. This is a great way around getting the famous one word answers from your child. And for an extra twist, add a bud to the game. Buds are things you're looking forward to right now. A bud could also be a thing you hope for or a good idea you had. Another fun, simple game is the alphabet game, where as a group you choose a category such as animals, countries, singers, or people your family knows. Then one family member starts the game by naming a person or thing from that category that starts with the letter A. The next person names a person or a thing that starts with the letter B, and so on. Or try the Doodle challenge. Let's watch how it's played. Please go to the description below to access the link to some additional table game ideas for you to explore. Step 3. Add a cup of conversation. Right now, kids and adults who are stuck at home due to the COVID-19 pandemic and the stay-at-home orders are under a lot of stress. Fortunately, you don't have to be a licensed therapist to help your kids and yourself develop resilience. There are some simple things you can do, say, and talk about together that can make a difference. Keep in mind that research shows that kids who are more familiar with family stories are more resilient than their peers, probably because the sense of belonging that comes from knowing who they are and where they fit into a whole family unit. Resilient kids handle stress better, and it's not just kids who benefit from sharing family stories. Adults who know their history have better mental health than those who don't. Many of us have ancestors who lived through some of the worst moments in history: wars, genocide, economic hardship, and even other outbreaks of disease. Their stories can be particularly helpful right now and give everyone in the family a much needed perspective on how to get through hard times. Meaningful conversations allow for family members to listen to one another and respond if appropriate or necessary, because sometimes it's just good to just listen, really listen. During table talk time, children learn skills like manners, respect, and kindness. Say thank you to the cook, help set the table, gather the food, help put dishes away, use proper eating manners, take turns to speak. All these skills are important for children to see on a regular basis to build their social and emotional skills. Check out the link provided in the description below for some initial topic ideas to get the conversation started. When was the last time you had the opportunity to share a family story or anecdote with your children? Please take a moment to gather your thoughts. To make those conversations more fun and engaging, we encourage you to create a place to hold all your conversation starters. All you need is an empty jar, a cup, or a plastic bag. You can even personalize the container by adding some ribbon or whatever you have handy. Next, print out or write down the conversation starters questions that best fit the needs of your family and place them in the container. Now you're ready to chat. Step 4, mix a handful of music. What's more motivating than good music while you're prepping a meal or enjoying a meal? Create a compilation of songs and invite the whole family to contribute by sharing their favorite tunes. Keep in mind that music can trigger a relaxation response and can create different moods depending on the music. That's the reason why restaurants play background music. So why not do the same, especially during a time where we cannot enjoy a meal at our favorite restaurants at the moment? What music genre would you include in your playlist to listen to over a meal? Go ahead and write some of them down so you don't forget. Step 5, sprinkle a dash of commitment. The story or frequency that we can commit to a fully present and engaging family dinner will be different for each family. We may face challenges such as sticking to a routine or the commitment you've made. Or maybe it is about forming new traditions that are unique to your family. No matter what your story is, you'll begin the same way. Start with one meal and one conversation. You're going to eat anyway, right? So while you do, take some time to discover and recognize the things you really enjoy about gathering together to share a meal, as it is the key to strengthening connectedness among your family. Remember, it doesn't always have to be a home cooked meal at the table. Try packing picnic food like sandwiches, chips, and fruit, and lay a picnic blanket on the floor of your home or outdoor in the yard. Or get away from home and enjoy takeout or a home cooked meal if you really love to cook in your car while enjoying a nice sunset. Don't stop there. Make it a goal to repeat the experience at least once every week, and you never know, your family just might ask for more. How do you plan to incorporate at least one fully engaged family meal per week? Please take a moment to gather your thoughts. Step 6, enjoy the benefits. Research links regular family dinners with what we all want for our children. If eating with our children is one of the most important things we can do with and for our kids, then the stay at home order has provided us with more opportunities to do just that with them. The benefits are not only encouraging, but they confirm what, as parents, we too want for them. Healthier eating habits, higher self esteem, stronger resilience, better grades, lower risk of substance abuse, and richer vocabularies. We know it is a challenging time for all, but these times can also provide us moments to be more present with our children without the go, go, go of our past school or work routines. So let's continue to break bread, converse and chat, and have a hefty dose of laughter while enjoying a simple meal together. Here's a question for you to reflect on. Besides these benefits, how engaged meals will help your family connect? Please take a moment to gather your thoughts. So, what's so magical about the recipe to foster connectedness? In a survey, American teens were asked when they were most likely to talk to their parents. Dinner was their top answer. According to Ann Fishel, the co-founder of the Family Dinner Project, kids who eat dinner with their families experience less stress and have more positive relationships with them. She compared a daily mealtime connection to a seatbelt for traveling the pothole road of childhood and adolescence and all of its possible risky behaviors. She emphasizes on the real power of dinners, which she says lies in their interpersonal quality. If families sit in silence, if parents yell at each other or scold their kids, family dinner or won't result in positive benefits. Sharing a roast chicken won't magically transform parent-child relationships, but a dinner or meal may be the one time of day when a parent or guardian and child can share a positive experience, a well-cooked meal, a joke, or a story. And all these small moments can gain momentum to create stronger connections away from the table. Remember, all you need to do is first, gather the food. Then, add a spoonful of fun and add a cup of conversation. Next, mix in some music and put in a dash of commitment. Finally, enjoy the benefits. What ingredients in the recipe for connectedness, food, fun, conversation, music, or commitment can you incorporate in your family meals to bring the family closer? Please take a moment to gather your thoughts. And finally, we'd like to end our presentation with the same saying we started our time together. A family that eats together stays together. We thank you again for joining us for this presentation. Please go to the description below to access the PDF file of this presentation and all the resources we have shared. And for even more resources for families, please visit our Parent University page. Also, take a moment to fill out the survey by scanning the QR code with your smartphone camera or simply type the link onto your browser. The link can also be found in the description below. Our email is engagingfamilies@mylusd.org should you need to reach us. Thank you.